Welcome to the Spiritual Intelligence Podcast, Awakening Your Inner Power with Daniel Martinez Stahl, where we will explore, discover, and integrate different aspects of our spiritual and human nature so that we can all thrive and live life with more grace and ease instead of struggle. Welcome to the Spiritual Intelligence Podcast. Once again, my name is Daniel Martinez Stahl, and we don't have a guest speaker this week, but I didn't want to go without saying anything and sharing anything with you guys. This entire process and journey has been incredibly beautiful for me, and I've really enjoyed creating every single episode I've shared with you guys. Hopefully, you've enjoyed them. And hopefully, we will have more opportunities in the future. I know that I am in the process of speaking with a number of different individuals who are interested to be part of this project. I just need to coordinate some dates so that we can have the interviews, and then I will share them with you guys in the future. Going forward, when we have weeks where we don't have a guest speaker, I haven't decided how I want to handle that. I don't know if it's better if we take a little break or if I end up just sharing some information with you guys on my own. I haven't decided that. And I imagine that I'll probably decide on the week to see what feels right at the moment. But in this case, for today, I just wanted it to be a brief message for you guys, really just to thank you from the bottom of my heart for all of the love and support that I feel from you guys. I do this sharing and this podcast as a way of not only exploring and expanding my own understanding, but also providing a platform for people to challenge their own understandings and question their own understandings, to reflect on things that they know are true but haven't really given much attention to, and also to explore ideas that they've never come across. So there's a lot of really beautiful directions that I want this conversation to go in the future. I have some pretty exciting people lined up, and there's people on my wish list that are lined up. Hopefully they will agree to be part of this project at some point in the future. But regardless of what format this takes, I'm probably going to always want to share and continue being part of this sharing experience. So I'll keep this really brief and really short for you guys this week. Like I said, it was really just a thank you and a gratitude from the bottom of my heart for being part of this community and for allowing me to share my thoughts with you, for joining me on this journey. If you would like to go a little bit deeper in the conversations, of course, there's the membership group where we have direct conversations, not only with myself, but also with some of the guest speakers that agreed to also teach or share with the membership group. So that's always a nice option for you guys to consider. A couple things that I'm working on. I do have a new podcast that I want to create, which will be a static podcast of the free introductory course that I have on my website. I'm currently working on recording those for you guys. And I also have my 10 I can't even say it. The 10 unconventional life hack tidbits, which are a free PDF on my website. I've updated them and I've put them onto beautifully printed cards that come with a desk stand. I will be sharing that information through the description of this episode, as well as through the email to those that are subscribed to the newsletter of the podcast. What else do I want to share with you guys? As some of you know, I am working on developing and deepening my own communication with spirit directly. I am currently enrolled in 2 different channeling courses. to deepen my own connection with myself, to expand my awareness, to understand what the logistics are and kind of what the process is of being able to learn how to create and establish a more of a direct link. So that's really exciting. I'm looking forward to developing that. Um, what else? One thing that I did want to mention, just as a point of clarification, there's been a couple comments that I've made in past episodes with regards to the balance between our spiritual understanding and our humanity. And this is something that I just want to kind of clarify a little bit, because on occasions I have noticed that the remarks have almost felt somewhat disparaging towards people that want to just raise their vibration. And let me explain that a little bit more, because I am in one of those situations, and I am one of those people that do want to raise my vibration in those terms. And so, what does that mean, raise my vibration? For those of you that aren't familiar with that terminology. So, fundamentally, when we raise our level of awareness, level of consciousness, we align more with our higher self and with the energy of life. When we are caught up in the emotional content of our physical experience, we tend to feel more of a separation. We tend to feel more disconnected from ourselves. We tend to not listen to our own inner wisdom as easily. We tend to get really focused on the physical experience that we're living through. And the the heavier emotions, the more demanding emotions, tend to be quote unquote lower vibration emotions, more dense emotions. The happier, the livelier, the more joyful emotions tend to be higher vibrations. And so that's another kind of way of describing our level of vibration, is what level of emotion are we living in and experiencing. And people will talk about how joy is the highest vibration and the most similar to our natural spiritual state. Others will talk about gratitude being the closest vibration to our spiritual state. But regardless, joy and gratitude, of course, both of them are wonderful. I've been experiencing both of them more often, more regularly, as I expand my own understanding of life, and hopefully you guys have as well. But where my kind of tone and my disparaging remarks come into play is really kind of a pet peeve of mine, of people that look at the spiritual journey as a way to not focus on their human experience, or to not pay attention to aspects of their human experience, or to disparage aspects of their human experience. And so the terms in previous episodes with regards to really focusing my attention on what does it mean to be spiritual? Yes, it's incredibly helpful, incredibly powerful, and I am myself expanding in that direction as well. But I always want to bring it back to my humanity. I always want to remember that as long as I am living a human experience, for me to improve on the quality of my life, for me to improve on the quality of my life and of what it is like to be in this moment, is about the balance and integration between my spirituality and my humanity. I heard the other day somebody talking about how, as we expand our level of consciousness, we should bring our human with us. We should bring our body with us. And that is such a beautiful message and so in line with what I would like to convey and share with you guys. And as a counterpart to that, and maybe one of you can help me understand what the meaning is of this term, but the idea of a pain body, it just grates on me when I hear it because it automatically seems to differentiate between something good and something painful. And I don't want to experience my human body or even think of my human body as something painful. Our human experience has the grand, incredible range of emotions that our humanity allows us to experience, including pain, including suffering, including loss and sorrow and depression and doubt and loneliness and separation. However, that isn't the only thing that this human body allows us to do. This human body also allows us to experience joy and love and pleasure and texture and emotions in all kinds of levels and directions. This human body is incredibly powerful, incredibly helpful, incredibly versatile. And the more gratitude we share for this collaborative experience that we're living, where our spiritual spark is giving life to the human body so that we can collectively experience this moment, it's incredible. And I cannot emphasize that enough. And you will probably, I laugh because you will probably hear me say it again in the future. But hopefully with this message, I've kind of cleared the road a little bit where I won't be as adamant about it. But that's something that I just wanted to share with you guys. This journey that we are on is incredible. There's a lot of very powerful, incredible teachers. Follow your wisdom, as we've stated in the past. Follow your wisdom in terms of who you want to learn through, learn with. I don't want to say learn from, because as I've mentioned in the past, we can only learn from our own experience. We only learn from the insights that we get from within ourselves. That is where learning comes from. If I am learning from someone else and I haven't gotten any insights about that subject, all I'm learning is a good idea. All I'm learning is somebody else's content, somebody else's point of view. And for us to really expand and go deeper into our own understanding of life, it has to come from within our own experience. This is an internally generated, internally experienced, I don't know what to say, journey, for lack of a better way of saying it. It seems to be outside in, but everything is inside out. It is a misunderstanding that our experience is outside of ourselves. Everything that we experience through our internal processing, if you will. Um, so, what else would I like to share with you guys? Just thank you. Again, it's so beautiful to be able to share, to feel like this message is resonating with somebody, that people are enjoying the process and the journey of my babbling and going on and on and on about things. So thank you all for all of your love, all of your kindness, your support, for being with me in this journey, for allowing me to be part of your own journey. It is a huge honor. And uh, just from the bottom of my heart, thank you guys. So until next time, hopefully you will be living a life that is filled with joy, laughter, and love. If there's any issues or questions or comments, feel free to send me a note. You can always reach out to me through my website, lifebeyondform.com. You can send me an email at explore@lifebeyondform.com. And if you know of anybody that you would like me to interview for this series, or if you yourself would like to be interviewed for this series, please drop me a note and let me know. I would be more than happy to have a conversation with anybody to see if it makes sense for us to to um, to have them or you join the conversation here. So, from the bottom of my heart, thank you all very much, and I look forward to the next episode and the continuing of our journey with you all. Bye bye. Thank you for listening. Hopefully, you heard something new that invites you to reflect, to go within, and deepen your own understanding of life and of our universal experience. If you enjoyed this conversation, please follow the podcast series on your favorite listening app and share this episode with others that you feel would enjoy it as well. Until next time, may we all soar with inspiration, explore with passion, and live with love.